There's a him.
Settled next to the Willamette River, Autzen Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. This game could have a huge impact on the trajectory of both teams' seasons as each trying to break into the top 25. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the UMass Minutemen taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. UMass will kick off and we'll be underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Oregon's up.
Oh, 19-5 up to this point. That ain't bad.
First swing of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year, David.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the process of being great in the future. And this team, learning how to win, finding ways to get it done. It's only
we shouldn't have
build
did that.
momentum, and hopefully you can carry that over to next season.
I'm glad that I'm
It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because
That's
when
true.
you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. And you could tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So UMass offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching the film. This dude in the middle, man, he can light people up. So you can't tiptoe. You got to be aggressive.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback. And down he goes.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the defense, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home.
Good job,
gets
D.
him on the ground.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the play fake. And here comes the pressure.
I don't know why did you run. Luckily, the guy from the backside came and got him. God damn. Why are you still chasing him? He don't have the football. Outside linebacker. You supposed to be going at the quarterback. Why are you still chasing him?
action. You're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Umass will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Yeah, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And that is an all too familiar sight. Listen, this team
won
last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Running it back, it's Schmidt. The Umass offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. The run from the shotgun. Strikes the blow. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
That's caught. It's Schmidt. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time make an even bigger game.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting his tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
They're trying to get to him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, UMass.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down.
God damn. Yeah, that was a nice little drive there.
Here comes the offense. The last time we saw of this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down. He's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed. So hard to stop.
He'll ride his man on the option.
Oh, come on. Let me get up through there.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back. Everybody has eyes on the quarterbacks. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks, and the quarterback can really make precise throws. Great job, great play, great throw, great game.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Ducks are on the move.
You see this nigga ain't got but
He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout.
19 touchdowns and 5 picks this year.
Flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. They're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Keeps it himself and gets to first. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 2nd down, looking again to throw.
Oh, come on. I didn't want to cross the line.
That's the end of the quarter, and it's Umass holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
Oh, catch the ball.
Nice job by the defense.
Come on. That's pass interference, bro. He got his hands on my guy. Man, you crazy. He grabbing them already. Look at that. Look at that. He grabbing them. He holding them. That's pass interference. Bang, bang, play my ass.
Their look there, 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And this one splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column.
I just got kicked out of
by 6.
the game. I was up 7-0 against
We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm.
I was about to say, but they better not let him get up through that hole.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Got his man downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
From the gun, they'll try to improve.
Bro, come on, 24. That's piss poor awareness.
There to pick up the first down.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming
And he got
downhill right at
barbecue.
you.
Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Minutemen.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out.
Oh,
Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard.
he dove for his life.
Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Here comes the offense on first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. From the gun. Looking deep. And that
Bro,
would be incomplete, man. That would have
how did this nigga just teleport to be in front of my man?
The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
He's looking for a man on second down. And that's a mistake you
Bro,
don't
these
expect to
niggas,
see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it
they
back.
not even trying
And
to
how
go
about the
up.
linebacker? You ask him to do so much on the football field and cover so much ground. You don't always ask him to go man-to-man, but when you do, the linebacker...
Well, I should say the computer ain't letting the nigga.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the catch on the left.
Talking about thread and needles. What?
Down Ducks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so
That
he can
safety
get
has
run after the
range though.
catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and
Where the fuck did that number 8 come from? Nigga, you was on the left side of the field. Oh, he ain't had nobody to hold. That bitch got there in the nick of time.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes with a quick strike up top covering 79 yards.
Once I finish my game that I'm in right now, I'm going to play my game against Kentucky. But that was a dime. What you talking about?
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UMass offense returns to the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go
that bitch had to put a tad bit more out on it. That safety would have made a hell of a play coming from the left side of the field.
Having a lot of success in this football game.
The give to Davis.
Bro.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
They would not let me stop on the dime, and I'm holding the L too.
UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Keeps the play going. He's going to run it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Now he's looking to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He steps out.
Bro, where are you at over there?
For a first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Oh, my God.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
They definitely been bullshitting.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass.
He was cooked over there in the corner.
Down he goes at the 39.
I'm glad you got that. But he barbecued that nigga. Who is that? 23? 22? Ariza. No way. No way that's you. He was barbecue chicken. Now, Ariza, you got him. You got him, motherfucking little body. So you my nipple cone. No. Oh, you're my number 1. fuck? Playing like that? What the fuck is you doing in the Knicks anyway? No, that ain't right. That ain't right. That ain't right. Bro, how did you end up? You just went where the fuck you wanted to go on that play.
Outside of the
You ain't
top
even supposed to be
100 in
on
the
the east
country
side.
in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to move it through the air. He'll pull it down and run. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Fast motion from the offense. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Working that left side now. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. He lets one fly deep.
Oh.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
Man, that is how you get it done.
Should have did trying to do run after the catch.
Safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll
Something told
immediately
me
call
that
timeout.
too.
Coaches
And they've
always
got
harp about
some wheels
staying
over there.
ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He finds his man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
He'll pull it down. This senior quarterback never afraid
Bro.
to run it when he has to pick up a 1st down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a 1st down.
A strike downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking.
Going up top on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. Fights off a defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Got his man. This will likely be the last play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Kick is good, and the offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the move from inside his 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like you've had an enjoyable day there today in Eugene. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves.
And the Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. You can't get him hit that much. He's still going to delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Out of the gun to give to the back.
Fellas.
Thrust that arm out. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Heel off one deep on the left side. Touchdown, Umass! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there. The defense. Oh, and they blocked him. He's got a chance to take this one back. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart.
That shit whack there when you press their ass and then zone that them niggas. Motherfucker
Just never had a chance
don't
to
even
shake loose,
what's
and
in
he'll be
there.
brought down at the 24. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with
What the
this.
hell you talking about? A glitch block. I must have missed something. That was a crackback.
Back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the...
He's taking the shot. And that one falls incomplete. They try to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Boy,
You can sense
it's
the
just time.
frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
That pass is incomplete, and they might
God damn.
It wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. And This offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They move the tight end all over. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires it down the seam. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. After misfiring, it's 2nd down.
Come on, tight end, bro. You're a superstar. You got to do that.
He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the 1st half. Man, you're starting to get down the 2nd half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pressure's there, and
Bro, he is
up.
not that fast.
There's no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Michigan is currently ahead in this one in a jam-packed big house, but it's been close so far. They're up by a field goal over Wisconsin. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll ride Davis here. Plows through the defense. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to it. Showing off the arm. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of the stance and beat the offensive
Come on,
lineman,
D.
getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge him back to the line of scrimmage. Umass will line up to punt it away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just
Go there. Okay, then.
Open ahead.
Okay, then.
All kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
a nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft
This
spot.
nigga 8 for 20. That's what I'm talking about, Moss. He said, my uncle named Randy and my cousin named Santana.
It's a nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Headed to
Let's
the
go.
end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to leave the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
Big man got hips. No diddy.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Umass offense returns to the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense,
Well, they
just
wait.
get gashed
They
down the
wait
field
program
that
ain't
last
like
run,
that,
the
man.
dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
He's going to pass on 2nd down.
Oh, why did you keep going out, dickhead?
Running toward the tape. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, man. And
He was
once
in
he
position,
has
dog, and ran
it's
straight
time to make
past.
a house call. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit over.
That wasn't no damn
We might have a
route.
situation here. We might have points.
This nigga
more
was in
points,
front of
and
him.
more points. You keep putting drives together
And
like
he
that.
kept on
That
going
quickly
past the
generate
spot.
that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think
He wants to take the top off. And it's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Ducks.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got
Good throw, quarterback. Good ball placement.
And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Schmidt.
Oh, come on. That's the football. That's my football.
He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10.
Ain't no way that ain't my football.
David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
and they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive.
Who is 77? Or is that 72?
Keep doing what you're doing. Everything
Just
is
72 this time. Okay. I'll get you some
they
rest.
seem to have this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left.
Let's go.
Fires into traffic. Intercepted.
Let's go.
He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Now on the option. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
Touchdown, Oregon!
Let's go.
When they jump on top here in the second half. When you're handed a break with unbelievable...
Say, we ain't pull out these goddamn uniforms to lose.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike on that replay scoring drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak.
Listen.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the
Man, this guy
down.
got to come off the football. Now they want
The
him
Umass
96
offense
time.
returns to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a big
Y'all trying to get all my
Yeah,
guys.
the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Oh, come on.
Some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll give it to the back. Jukes his way for more.
And we got a hold.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I was going to say, they got to be doing something. Got to be.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Smashes through.
Oh, shit.
To stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Trying to get to it. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
You got a promising future here, Amy.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got him down.
I knew they was going to make me click on him. I knew they was going to do that.
Touchdown, Umass.
Ah.
They grabbed the advantage, taking the lead.
I knew they was going to do that.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with the QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it.
Hell nah, I clicked on the man and stood there.
Bringing it back.
Trying not to motherfucking.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage.
Trying to make a last minute auto before they snapped the damn ball. And it put me right on that. And I knew the game was going to conveniently doggone do that.
Now the
Let's get that
changing the original play call. Movement here from the tight end. He'll come out throwing on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back.
Bro, why did you throw that so fucking soft?
Tried to hit him with a big one on first down. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry up.
That ain't done no more.
Easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the big fella.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection.
That's what I'm talking about, Moss. My uncle named Randy, my cousin named Santana.
They don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Get the ball out.
Got it set up on the outside.
Flatline him.
At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll downs after the completion. From the gun, running back gets the give. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the option. He'll pitch it. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. On the option. Quick toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Wide receiver shows motion.
Oh, well, I guess it's a party then.
They want to run it left here.
Bro, that is piss. Whole fucking locking.
It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence at this. To make a play. The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time. Likely their final drive. Looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Wow.
Good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Wow.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups. Let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. 4th quarter, 2-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Big 3rd down defense. Probably the biggest. The biggest 3rd down.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The give on the inside.
Whew.
And he's not going to make it. The defense.
Way to fucking stand that motherfucking
defense uses a timeout.
lineman up. Ooh. Way to take on the block. That's all me.
To get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Umass will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he
Hell of a punt return. I wonder if I would have kept going right. That's bullshit. Ah. Ugh. That number 7 ended up getting some fucking burst. Cause he was cooked. And then he just sped up. Ah. Run that nigga over.
now. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. There is plenty of time here, David, to finish this thing off. They just need to execute wisely.
Plenty of time. I got to understand a field goal is not the worst thing in the world.
You can eat it later.
Use the clock, stay aggressive, but don't get reckless, Paul.
And don't be afraid to go back to the well. What's been working for you in offense up to this point? Don't be afraid to go out and try and execute those plays here.
Leave me alone. I'm locked in right now.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw on 2nd down.
No!
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Come on, fellas. Somebody run the route. Somebody get open. Square circle triangle.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air.
There we go.
Touchdown!
There we go.
And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
I'm like, this ball better not fall short.
They had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one match.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You can tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
Man, I'm just like, put the ball where it need to be. Yeah, the Marat, you took too long. You doing all that juking and jive. That drag was covered. Showing up. Tied in on that shit on the Curse middle. He got bumped, so that was covered too. Yeah, that was a good read for that. And quick, decisive. Like that. I'm sitting there feel like, man, come on. This nigga go leap and make a play. But you can't make a play on a perfect fucking dime. Hey man, you almost dropped that. Get the hand under the football. Get that hand on. You need to cradle that more. You talk to your receiver coach about that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They'll need to be very sound here. Limit this return and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. Here's the return from inside his 10.
Special teams get the offense on the field.
Executing
Okay.
all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Umass offense returns to the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
You got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field.
Get him.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. On second down, he's looking downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Schmidt. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got some room to run.
Let's go.
And he goes to
Get him the
ground,
fuck
and
out of
that's how
here.
this game is going to end. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays, and these guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Look at that shit. Still nothing on the board. Yes, sir. Time y'all put some respect on our name. But not over here though, huh? Not over here though. Okay. We're gonna keep running. We're gonna keep running.